As the battle for the streets of America rages on, will Washington get out of the gridlock in time to help President Trump get control of these Democrat cities in open rebellion against Trump's agenda and possibly the rule of law in the United States of America? We want to go right to the action, and joining us now is a man who's usually right in the middle of it, Tennessee Republican Congressman Tim Burchett. Tim, I've been talking to my sources all day, and I expected people to say, well, there's this negotiation going on with this Democrat senator, or the White House might be willing to do this or that. I'm hearing that both sides are dug in. Both sides believe they have the high ground in this shutdown. Give us the state of play.
I think you're exactly right, as always, Matt. I think Trump's not going to do anything until the Democrats open the government, and the government's saying, fix whatever this healthcare issue is that they've got, which is bogus right now. Not that people aren't going to be suffering, but it's because the Democrats have caused it. And also, I don't see Schumer wanting to come to the table. And my theory on that, and I actually saw J.D. Vance has advanced that theory as well, that Schumer sees what he sees, and here's rearview mirror, is our friend AOC. And she is chomping at the bit, I think, and she's just keeping quiet. And Schumer's just getting himself in trouble because Schumer sees New York City going hard left, Marxist, communist. And that's traditionally been his base, a once great city that President Trump had a lot to do with making it a greater city. And now it's fallen into decay, and they're going to elect a communist. And Schumer sees that as his base, and he knows he can't get reelected to the Senate without that. And he's got to make a hard shift. I mean, he was a left-winger, but I don't think you'd call him a communist. You saw some of his earlier videos where he condemned illegal immigration. He's just moving with the votes. But I think that's what you're seeing. I think Schumer will shut the government down just out of his own ego. And you've seen it so many times in leadership, where they think that they are the end all to end all. You know, they get their Suburban and they get they're 3 deep in security. They never have to stand in line anywhere, and they're always got the best seats, and everybody's kissing their butt, telling them how great they are, and I guess they start to believe it. You and I never had that luxury in Congress. And so now I think you're seeing that manifest.
We were backbenchers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I call it. Yeah, backbenching with Burchett. That's what you said one time on your podcast, and it's always stuck. I should have put that on a T-shirt. But anyway, I think that's what's happening.
Well, let me ask you this about the impact. Yeah, let me ask you about the impact of it, Tim, because you mentioned that some of these folks who are willing to endure the shutdown, they never have to wait in long lines. But you and I know that in Tennessee and in Florida, lines could get longer as people are waiting to get a determination on their VA case. Lines could be longer if people are in a dispute with the IRS, people who are waiting for disaster relief in the Carolinas. There are real impacts of this shutdown, and they don't all get felt right at first. There's sort of a peak to this when people start missing paychecks. But you're in Tennessee. What are folks in the volunteer state telling you about this?
Well, you're exactly right. Our offices, of course, are open here and in D.C. We're taking calls and trying to deal with folks the best we can. But yeah, you're seeing the impact kind of trickle in. But it's been a little more quiet than it has in the past shutdowns that we had. I think people were prepared for it, and I think the best thing the Democrat Party has going for them is the Republican Party. We're the worst in the world at messaging. This is such an easy message. Just tell them, look at page 57. I think it's section 2141. And it's pretty clear, this will provide health care. They're shutting this thing down over health care for illegals. And I've been putting that message out, and I think America believes it, because it's the truth. They can see it in the writing. And the one interesting thing that's changed is that folks like yourself are out putting the truth out, Matt. And for no longer is in the past, the DNC would print out their talking points. Schumer would put it out. ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, MSNBC, and the cluckheads over at The View would put it out. And then all the Democrats would run out and just mimic that. And nobody would question it. Well, it's on The View. It's got to be the truth. But nobody trusts them anymore. That's why people like yourself are so invaluable in the news right now, because you're putting the truth out. You're letting people know both sides, that people will get hurt. but the truth of what this thing's about.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.